Hey everybody! Recently I made this book. You may have seen it, and it has these rosettes on the front. These rosettes are so easy to make and they work so well on your books or however you want to use them. So I wanted to do a little video today showing you how to make them. So you can use fabric. You can really use any type of fabric that you want. Cotton, cotton polyester work great, but I also, like this is a cotton one. This comes from actually a sheet that I cut up, just a white sheet, top flat sheet that is no longer used, 100% cotton. And here's two different rosettes. This one is a little bit looser wound and this one's a little bit tighter wound. So you get different looks by how tight you wind your roses, and I'll show you that. Here's another one. This one's just a colored vintage fabric that I had, and here's a grungy looking little lace one that I have. So you can use a variety of different things. What I'm going to show you on today is the white cotton, and then this right here, this fun little polka dot cotton. So you want to take your fabric. This is a little fabric that I got at the store. It was only like 50 cents or something. And I go to the edge, and I already cut this piece out. Actually, I didn't cut it out. I ripped it out. I wanted to rip it out so that I had the nice fuzzy edges. Like you see the little fuzzy edges on that. That's what I wanted on my little rosette. So what you do is you clip your fabric towards the edge. And so I have a little tiny edge I clipped here. Clip it towards the edge. I clipped a little tiny edge because I knew that as I ripped it, it wouldn't be a solid straight line. So I knew that this would be kind of a giveaway. See how that increases in size? And I need a size, well I don't need, but I prefer a size that's one solid side. So I ripped that side, and then I took the next area and I made another little cut and I ripped that down. And that's what this is. And this is all the same size. My little yappy dog is whining in the background. Just a second. Okay. So you're going to take your little piece of fabric, and on the edge you're going to fold it kind of like a little triangle type shape. Just fold it down. A little of the tail is going to go over like that. Okay? Let me move this out of the way. Then on that piece, this is the wrong colored side. You could do it either way though, it doesn't really matter. You're going to start rolling this inside just a little bit, and that's going to create the inside of your rose. Okay? Then you're going to take this part here and you're going to turn that back. And then I'm going to catch the bottom part of what I just turned back. I'm going to catch that bottom part underneath my finger. And then I'm going to take the next area and I'm going to turn it back and flip it around and catch it with my fingers. And I'm going to just keep on repeating that. Turn it down, and as you do it, you'll see the rose developing. And I kind of hold the top and pinch it between my two fingers like this until I can get this finger there. So see, I still have a fold in my fabric, and I'm going to turn it down. I can turn it as big, or I can make it as tight, like that, as tight, or as loose as I want it. The looser you make it, the easier it is for it to go in a book. So once again, I've turned this over. I'm kind of holding it down with my thumb there as I rotate it a little bit and catch it between my finger. Let me just kind of, got it down there, rotating it, got it down there. So however you do it, you want to just keep on feeding it around as you develop those rose petals. Turning it down. The one thing I kind of watch for is I don't want you get these little triangle kind of edges. I don't want them all meeting at the same point. So I turn, and then once I've got that last turn in here, I'm just going to kind of fold that part down. So I'm holding my rose in the bulk. So there's a few different things you can do at this point. What I like doing is, oops, my needle is not threaded anymore. Once you have that, you can take your needle and you can push it through the thickness of your fabric, through the stem, one side to the other, and it's going to hold it together. Now you want to make sure that your needle is sharp enough, because if it's a dull needle, it's not going to go through very well. Oops, I'm going to stick it through the other side. So you can also use hot glue. I've done that before. You can use Fabri-Tac. That works great too. Whatever works for you. Like after I do this, I would probably, when I go to my project, secure it down more however I would like it. Or after I do this, if I see some petals that seem kind of loose, I would take care of that. So this little flower you can push down and make it as flat or as fluffy as you want. But you have a great little flower now that you can use in your book. So let me do one more. This one will be a little white one. And I'll do some glue with that. Or I might do. I have hot glue. I have all my tools ready. Except for my needle and thread. So once again, you're going to turn it. And then you're going to turn it in towards you a few times to create that rose center. The looser you want, the flatter it'll be able to go. And then you start turning that top down, creating a rose petal. You're turning it down to where your other finger is, and you're catching it in the other finger, and then you're grabbing the top petal again, and you're turning it. Once again, catching it. Oh, my dog, I hear he's into something. And you turn it. And you turn it. And you turn. I'm finding out my dog is like, you know when you have little kids and they, whenever you get on the phone, they start doing something? Well, that's what it seems like my dog is like. Whenever I get on the camera, she starts acting up. So there you go. You have your little rose in. So let's try with the hot glue. So I'm going to go to the primary area right here. Oops, got glued. This is actually one of my kids' hot glue guns from long ago. So I'm going to put a little glue there. And I'm going to hold that stem down. And try not to burn myself. And then I'm going to look in here to see if there's any other area where it's just going to fall apart easily. And it actually is holding together pretty well. I might just tuck under one of the leaves, put a little spot down at the base, just to make sure that that part will stay together. So that should hold securely until I'm ready to use it. I can push it down as much as I want. I can go like that, and then I can cut off a little bit of the base so I don't have as much bulk. So that's my little rosette tutorial. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you another time. Bye.